This video series goes through the daily problems in this maths calendar that is published by the American Mathematical Society. You can either purchase it through their website or via Amazon. Today's problem is to find the area X in the figure here. We are told that each of these shapes, this one, and this one, we know that they are squares. Precisely, we're told that at least one angle is 90 degrees and that they have all the sides have got the same length. We recognise that 5, 12, 13 is a Pythagorean triple, or in other words, that 5 squared plus 12 squared equals 13 squared, and so therefore this is a right angle triangle. We have a right angle here too. The outer blue triangle is more of a hindrance than a help. It's defined by this line passing through these 2 points, this line passing through these 2 points, and this line passing through these 2 points. And all we really need is that to be able to specify that we want the area X here enclosed by this triangle here. Our first simplification is thus to remove the outer triangle. Next, we see that all these lines here are not really adding anything to the figure either, so we remove them too. Note though that because this is a square, if this is of length 13, then this is length 13, and similarly this edge here has got length 5. We thus arrive at this figure here just by omitting more lines. Importantly, we do know from the original information that we have a right angle here and a right angle here. The trick is to see that if we were to grab this corner here and lift it up, rotating about this point here, then once we have rotated 90 degrees, this red line here will be on top of this yellow line here, and this red line here will be parallel, in fact a continuation of the yellow line here. Indeed, take this red line and add 90 degrees, we get this yellow line, and they both have the same length. Take this red line, it is at 90 degrees to this yellow line, so if we rotate it another 90 degrees, it will be 180 degrees to the yellow line. We thus end up with this figure here. The area of a triangle is a half times the base times the height of the triangle. And this triangle here has got a height of 12 because this is 90 degrees. So by definition, the height is 12, the base is 5, a half times 12 is 6, times 5 is 30. The area of this triangle here is 30. This is the answer to today's problem. If we did not immediately see the trick to rotate this red triangle up here, then we could proceed as follows. We know the side length here is 5, the side length here is 13. If we know the angle here, then we fully know this triangle in here. And we can find this angle quite easily because we know that that's 90 degrees and we know that's 90 degrees. So therefore this angle is 180 degrees minus this angle here. And we can find this angle because we've got a right angle triangle here, and so from our trigonometric functions we can work out what the angle is here. When trying to find the area of this triangle, we may still first think of trying to use a half base times height, and that tells us to try to work out what the height of the triangle is along here. So that motivates us to add the following lines. If we can find the length of this side here, that will be the height of the triangle, and the area X will be a half times the base, which is 5, times the height h. We just said before that we could work out what this angle is here, and so therefore we can work out what this angle is here. This angle is 180 degrees minus this angle here, because together they form a straight line. But this angle is 180 degrees minus this angle, so this angle is just this angle here. So because this angle is the same as this angle, this tells us that if we rotate this red triangle about this point, then these two lines will coincide with these two lines here. Now we see, because this is 90 degrees, when this red triangle gets rotated, the 90 degrees also lines up here, and so therefore the red triangle, when rotated, becomes the green triangle, and thus h is just 12. We again arrive at x being equal to a half times 5 times 12, which is 30.